I'd like to call this meeting to order, please. If you'd help me with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If you call the roll, please.
Will Elder, Stacy Dawson, Mark Hickman, Ryan Williams.
Here.
Zach Jeffrey.
Here.
Jennifer Massey.
Here.
And we do have a quorum. The first order of business is the minutes. I would entertain a motion to accept.
I make a motion to adopt the minutes from February 22nd, 22.
We do have a motion. Do I hear a second? Second. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Next is financial, February 2022.
I make a motion to adopt the financial statement for February 2022.
We do have the motion. Do I hear a second? Second. Any discussion on the financial? If not, we will call roll.
Stacy Dawson,
Yes, for financial, yes.
Mark Hickman. Ryan Williams.
Yes.
Zach Jeffrey.
Yes.
Jennifer Massey.
Yes.
And next, we have the general and animal control ordinance. And Jennifer, you're up to bat.
Okay. So I've been working on this for a couple of years now, and kind of did a policy brief because I think this is something we should all have input on. I didn't want to just bring an ordinance to everyone and say, let's vote on it tonight, because I don't know all the ins and outs of everything, even though I do know quite a bit, because I've been working on it for a while. And I also have similar animal ordinances. I don't know if everybody got that email, but I can email them to you from cities, Maumelle, Jacksonville, and one other city, I forgot the name of it, Farmington, I think. Ordinances that they use for their cities and everything. And so basically the front is this with a cute little picture, that my policy brief, saying why we probably need an animal control ordinance since we are one of two in the county. And then, my justifications of what I'm suggesting, and then the actual ordinance that I'm suggesting is in the back. But I mean, I'm not necessarily suggesting it. I'm saying this is a good place for us to start and work on from there. Does anybody have any questions about it?
I do have a question as I was going through it. And I know there will be fees paid for the licensing and all of that that will help contribute to. I'm just concerned about the enforcement side. Are we gonna have the manpower to enforce such an ordinance as everyone in the city has to have their dog licensed? I don't know the numbers of pets, even an estimate of the
Right.
numbers of pets, but is that licensing fee going to be able to sustain, because our animal control officers are taxed now, the way I understand it, as far as time.
Oh, yeah.
And I know that this is made to kind of head off some of that, being
Right.
able to return animals. But whenever I was reading this, I love animals, and I think I'm all for, some sound policy that's all in one place, but can we afford to enforce something like this?
I'm not, well, and my thing is a lot of times you don't know if an animal's licensed or not until it gets out. So, I mean, like, people won't go to people's houses and say, hey, does your dog have a license? But when they get out, that's when we find out. So it won't be that enforceable all the time. The way I look at it is she'll still be kind of doing what she's doing now. And when I was putting this together, the fees I felt were kind of low anyway. So that was one thing I wanted to get everybody's opinion on too, because that's not a lot to support, that. Most of the stuff she does now anyway, she gets donated to her and everything. And then we talked, and if the county gets theirs up and going, this is gonna be a whole different ballgame. So that's one thing we've got to look at also is, what's gonna happen to our facility when the county gets theirs up and going? Or do we need something up until they get up and going, because they have been trying to get that up and going for a while now. So there is a lot of ifs, ands, and buts, and a lot of stuff to work on. That's why I felt it should be a group effort and community effort instead of just one person working on it, because I literally have been working on this for about 2 years now.
just some input in reference to the licensing you're talking about and the penalties and all that's listed on here. These are, we already have a licensing ordinance in place now that I think, I don't know if you could answer the question for us or not, but I think the last time we checked people buying licenses for dogs, we sold like 5 a year. Like, it's not a source of, it's not, it's an ordinance, and it's not just the animal control officer that can write citations. The police department can also write those citations on those ordinances as well, and it's kind of a reactive thing, like, Jennifer said that if basically your dog gets out and it's not licensed and it gets picked up, then we can fine you for that. I don't think people are gonna be going out and enforcing it, like stopping people walking their dogs down the street. But it's something we already have in place. And in reference to the counties opening up, and I had a conversation with the mayor about this, I don't see why that, just because the county opens up for at least for a little while, this is something that we'll cross this bridge when we get there, but they're gonna be overwhelmed initially with the amount of animals that they're gonna have loose. I don't wanna get in a hurry and shut ours down, and then all of a sudden, our community is overrun with loose animals. So I would recommend keeping ours open for as long as we can until they can absorb how many animals we take in every month, so.
I agree, Brian.
Yeah, so that it would, I don't wanna shut down and then we have to back up because we're overrun, but, I mean, I'm all for it, you know, I think you said in here that this is also addressing pet stores, something like that, so I mean, it's looking to ahead, you know, but if we have to redo this whenever the county opens up, it shouldn't be a whole new ordinance, just a couple
Right.
subsections may have
Right.
to change, but, you know, that's my only thoughts, and there's not a really big change when it comes to the enforcement as far as the city is concerned, unless, of course, the mayor wants to make a change, but.
I just wanted to put something out there that had more teeth in it, because our ordinance now, it has the rules and everything, but it doesn't really say, this is exactly what's gonna happen if you violate this or whatever. And so this has a breakdown of the fines and fees that are in accordance with the state law. And, I mean, of course, the judge can do whatever he wants, because he's the judge, but, you know, at least it gives a guideline, you know, that we can follow of, you know, to help someone like Lisa enforce a law like this. Like, look, if you keep allowing this to happen, this is what could happen to you. Because right now, it's really, you know, who knows what's gonna happen.
Well, I wish the chief was here tonight, I would ask
Me
him.
too, that's what I was.
Well, I know in the past that we had some code enforcement ordinances that people were cited for, and when they came to court, the judge dismissed them because the judge didn't necessarily agree with the wording in the ordinance. So if we're going to do that, if we're gonna change these ordinances, I would ask that the city attorney reach out, you know, maybe to the judge and have them look at those, so if we're out, actually write someone for an ordinance. And this is not just animal control, but any other ordinance we have that's a violation that you can receive a citation for. I think we need to work with our courts a little closer to make sure we have that wording right, so we don't run into that again. So, it's just
I'm
a
not
thought.
aware of that happening. in
That was
recent
before your
past.
time.
Yeah.
There was, but yeah,
We've had
it was 2 years ago. I mean, it's been a little while since we ran across
This is
that.
our second year with this judge and haven't had any problems, but we also have not had any
Citations.
some property ordinances, I think we run through, to successful conclusion, the people cleaning them up, have done that, but none for animals in the last 2 years that I'm aware of.
Very good. That's the only input I had. Thank you for the time.
Okay, any other discussion? Jennifer, you let me know when you want this on the agenda.
Okay, yeah, and I would take any of y'all's input, anything we wanna change or work with, and, yeah, I would like for a judge to take a look at it, just to make sure that's doable, and we'll go from there.
Okay,
Because I have everything digital, it's easy to change right now.
that sounds good, and that'll give everybody time to look at it
Right.
and draft it up until it's time, and you let me know when or if you
Okay.
want this on the agenda, and let Barbara know, if
Okay.
you would.
Great, thank you.
All right, we do have resolution 2022-03. Are you gonna read that, Barbara, or you need that?
Resolution 2022-03, a resolution authorizing the mayor of the city of Mayflower to purchase one truck for the water department. Whereas an accident involving one of the water department's trucks occurred and the insurance adjuster deemed the vehicle a total loss with a net value of $16,850. And whereas the Mayflower Water Department has a dire need for the vehicle to be replaced, but one was not included in the 2022 budget. And whereas Red River Ford of Cabot has a new 2021 Ford F-150 XL for a total purchase price of $41,470, including a 10-year/150,000-mile extended warranty, minus the insured value of the former truck for a total of $24,620. Now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Mayflower, Arkansas, Section 1, that the City Council of the City of Mayflower hereby recognizes the need for a replacement vehicle and agrees to the purchase of the 2021 Ford F-150 XL vehicle not to exceed $25,000. Section 2, this resolution shall be in full force and effect upon its passage past this 22nd day of March, 2022.
If you have any questions, Raymond is right in front of us.
I was just gonna ask, is the water department also supposed to buy vehicles under the state bid like our law enforcement vehicles and fire department vehicles are? Do you know that?
We're able to get all of our vehicles through a big fleet package deal.
A fleet package deal with this dealer?
All municipal, churches, schools, they all fall under a fleet deal, fleet package.
Okay.
Now, if you order, if you want a specialized vehicle, then it has to be ordered. You know, if it's a church that needs a handicap access to a bus or a vehicle, a school, or anything like that.
Right. Well, I mean, the reason I asked is I know that the state of Arkansas gets bids every year based on vehicles needed for emergency services and government entities. And they get the lowest bid you can get in the state, so you don't have to go through the bid process. You can just go straight to.
That process is coming pretty much to the end, the way that it's been to me, because most of the dealerships now are limited on vehicles.
That's very true.
What they're getting is, manufacturers are only allowed them to have so many vehicles, and they'll sell them in a short period of time, 60 days, before they'll allow them to have any more vehicles. I thought that was kind of strange, but, that's the new world in the, vehicle industry.
Entertain a motion.
I make a motion to adopt resolution 2022-03.
Need a second? Got a second, we'll take a roll on this.
Stacy Dawson,
Yes.
Mark Hickman. Yes. Brian Williams,
Yes.
Zach Jeffrey,
Yes.
Jennifer Massey.
Yes.
Thank you, guys. Raymond thanks you too, right? We do have a couple of announcements. I do have some people I want to recognize. Sherry Counts, is Sherry here? She's not here tonight. And Rose Rowland, there she is. I knew Rose would be here. If you'd like to just say something.
So I am a local JP in Faulkner County, and I'm running for state rep. With the new District 54, when they redistrict, Faulkner County gained a new seat, and I'm a Faulkner County resident that's running. It also includes all Cherry County, a little bit of northern Saline and eastern Yellow. So it's a big area, but this is the business area of the district, so, yeah.
Thank you, Rose.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And according to Barbara, I told her I'd make it 15 minutes, and she said I couldn't. We do have announcements. It's Tuesday, April 26th, and that is our regular city council. We have planning commission, April the 12th. Is there anything from the city council announcements or anything y'all got? Anything from the public? Anybody like to say anything? I'd entertain a motion for adjournment.
Make a motion to adjourn.
We are adjourned.
Second.